Okay, here's the procedure for the bladder insufflation. I prefer to do them standing in the bathtub because I find it the easiest way to self-catheterize. So this is where I have my setup. So first you'll get ready by undressing from the waist down, and then void your bladder completely, and then wait a minute in case there's any few more drops of pee to eliminate. And then you will get everything ready here. So what you'll do is you'll open everything and just get it ready to go. You've washed your hands also. Sorry, forgot to say that. Wash your hands. So basically what you'll do is you'll open this top part of the syringe here, rip it off, and then don't touch the syringe. Just leave it in there like so, ready to go with this open. You'll tear open your swab sticks and then just set it down ready to go. You will open your latex gloves, and then inside of here is a sterile kind of paper surface. So what I do is I just remove the catheter from this bag just by touching this tip here that doesn't go anywhere near your urethra. I pull it out, being careful not to touch the rest of it, set it on this inside of this paper thing, and then I put a drop of lube right near the tip of the catheter, and I just have it ready to go. I don't touch anything yet, just have it there. So I put on the gloves. I prefer to stand in the bathtub because it's easier. You have this little ledge here, so you can put one foot up on the ledge, and then I have my husband hold the mirror just, right here for me, and I tell him to look away. And so first I swab. There's 3 swabs in there, so you swab your inner labia on the left side, your inner labia on the right side, and then you do 1 swab down, starting at the hole of your urethra and down towards the hole of your vagina. And so you only use 1 swab per swipe. So you swipe the inner labia on one side with 1 stick, throw it away, swipe the inner labia with another stick, throw it away, swipe down the center, starting from your urethra down to your vagina, 1 swipe, throw it away. Then you're ready to go. So I will, with my gloves on, roll the tip of the catheter in the lube that I have prepared over there. And then, my husband will hold the mirror so that I can insert the catheter. Make sure that this end is pointed in towards the bathtub, because sometimes there is some remaining urine in the bladder that will come shooting out of there as soon as you get it in. So that's why I do it in the bathtub. My husband will go take this syringe. He does actually pull the syringe all the way out one time and then pushes it back in just to loosen it up. This rubber gasket will sometimes be sticky. So he'll open it and then close it and get it back to this position, hook it up to the ozone machine. He'll turn it on, and the setting that we use currently is 20.6 gamma. Ours actually goes down to the decimal point, which I think is weird, but stronger than that, and it's just too painful for me. So start the machine and let it fill the syringe naturally. It will push this plunger up until it's full, and then turn off the machine. He will bring it to me, and then I have like a few inches of this still that is sticking out of my bladder area, so I can just kind of hold this part steady, and then he hooks it up and inserts the first round of ozone. And then what I do, because I want to do 2 of the syringes full of ozone, because I want to have 120 cc's of ozone. So I just kind of fold this and clamp it with my fingers so that he can go refill the syringe and get more ozone. And then after he hooks it back up, I open it up, let him give me more, and then I actually clamp it again and hold it and let him go fill up a third syringe. And then after he hooks it up, I start removing the tube until I can hear that it's in my urethra, and you'll hear it because as he's giving me the gas, ozone gas, it sounds like kind of farting noises going on in there, and I let it just all go to my urethra so that it has a treatment of its own. And then I remove the catheter from my bladder, and sometimes it helps to use a tissue in your hand and just kind of put pressure there over your urethra so that you can retain it. I will take this pad. Usually my husband will kind of move all these things off for me so I can take this pad, and I just go and put it on the bed, and I lay on the pad on my back and just retain the ozone for up to 15 minutes. And then when I'm ready to let it out, I run to the toilet and let it out, and it'll be pee at first, and then it'll sound like a really long, weird fart coming out of your urethra. It's kind of wild. This whole thing can be kind of embarrassing, so I understand if you wouldn't want to have a helper, but it would be really challenging. You would have to figure out how you would position the mirror without holding it. Maybe you could set it on that ledge there of the tub and then just kind of squat over it to insert it, but then you would have to go fill, maybe you could fill the syringes ahead of time and have them ready to go. But you know, the quicker you can get the ozone into your body after it's been generated, the stronger it'll be. So I do recommend having a helper, and it's kind of just a figuring out what works best process, but that's just the gist of it, and I would be happy to answer any questions that you guys have.